Let's review our arena.config file again. In this initialize express block, we can define our custom express routes. They have already created one for us. Let's see in the browser. This is the main route of our Colyseus server, and if we go on to this sub route /Colyseus, we can see the Colyseus dashboard where all our rooms are listed down. You can manage and monitor all your rooms from this dashboard. Let's create a room. Let's enter the player name. You can see a room is being created here with the room ID, the room handler name. We have created my-room as a room handler. The number of clients, here only one player has joined, so the number of clients is 2. The max clients property, we had set it to 2, so it is showing 2. The room is not locked, so it is false. The time for which the room has been created, 32 seconds and 38 seconds has been elapsed. We can also inspect the room state. Let's join another player in this room. Let's enter the room code and player name. Now you can see the clients has changed to 2. Now let's inspect the room. You can see both of the clients' session ID has been shown here. You can send each of these clients messages. You can also choose to disconnect or kick that respective client or the player from the room if we choose to disconnect. It is also shown that the room has been locked. The number of clients has reached its maximum value, 2 out of 2. The size of the game state, and then you can choose to broadcast a particular message to all these players. Now you can inspect the game state also. You can see the players, or this is the whole game state map or object. In this object there are players object also, in which the session ID and the corresponding player state has been shown, the username and the score. We had initialized and the score, we had initialized the score value to 0. It is also showing the data type of the corresponding state. Also remember that the game state was players map and the host, but we had not initialized our host, so the initial value would be taken the default, that is null, and the null value is not being showed in the object. You can also choose to dispose the room via this dispose button. Now the room has been disposed. Now it is a good idea to password protect this dashboard so that only trusted people can see it. For this we need to do some configurations in our arena.config file. For this we need to install some module. Let's open our terminal and then change the directory into server. Install npm install express basic auth. This module will help us to authorize or authenticate our Colyseus server. Now let's import this module in our config file. We need to import only the basic auth method from this module. Now let's do that. Import basic auth from dot slash. Okay, it's a module from node, so we need to just write express dash basic auth. Now we can go on. Next we need to create a middleware from this basic auth method, so let's do that. Const basic auth middleware is equal to basic auth method. Now this method takes an object of our key value pairs, that would be user and password. So the key would be users and the value would be another object of a key value pair. The key would be the username. Let's give it a username of admin, and the value would be the password. Let's say the password is password. And another value would be, key value would be challenge colon true. We just give it this value. By the way, you can give any number of user and password key values in this users block. Let's give it another. Give a comma here. Let's say admin1 and the password would be password123. So these are the two users with their corresponding passwords. Next we need to pass this middleware here. Now let's open our dashboard. It is asking for username and password. Let's give our second username, that is admin1, and the corresponding password would be password123. It has authenticated and the dashboard is being shown.